Kindled a hope I thought lost. If grief decides to visit Dawn's blossom, I will meet it with my life. Someday, let's fly over Azeroth again.
I apologize. I did not know that was going to trigger some voice acting. I was in the middle of rebooting my recording software when I went over to the mailbox to get this and was like, a letter for Caligos from Kirigosa. And yes, I read it because I was curious what she said. And then it triggered this acting where she first said, "Dearest Calic, it was never ending getting to know grief. It was deeper than the oceans of Azeroth, more twisted than the sands of time, darker than the void. Stranglethorn was a welcome distraction. Here, however, rekindled a hope that I thought lost." And then you heard the rest just now. So, anyways. Let me see if I have an option to actually give this to Caligos.
I'm glad you've come.
Not at the
Good
moment.
luck. Well met, friend.
Alright, now let's go to Winter Spring, just to finish off Kalimdor. Hela, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Matron Protectorate presides over Winter Spring. Even after defeating the power-hungry mage Umbrance, she continues to find and dispel danger in her homeland. As the last living consort of Malygos, she tirelessly upholds his legacy as a guardian of magic. Her return would greatly strengthen the Blue Dragonflight.
I know just what to do with you.
I've been keeping tabs on Hela since my awakening.
We will meet again, I'm certain.
I can't give him the letter.
Fly true.
I am very curious about Hela. She is one of the last living consorts of Malygos. I'm grateful for her going to Malygos in his time of need. I will admit I have spent some time spying on her. She is a blue dragon through and through. Studious, proud, and one of the more careful ones around magic. I do feel most suited to be the one to visit her about the Call of the Isles. Take my portal when you are ready. I shall meet you there.
Do not let the magic overwhelm you. This area is rich with the scent of magic. Hallie must be close.
Hallie.
Really? There must be something useful in this dratted book. Why title yourself Secrets of Aberrations if all you present is common knowledge? Ugh! Yes? What can I do for you?
Name yourself, intruders!
Safe travels, my dear. Sindragosa. It can't be. Are you an illusion?
Indeed. I am but a simulacrum. I am here to ask about your return to the Dragon Isles.
Well, I do intend to answer the call. However, as you can see, I have much unfinished business here in Winter Spring.
Indeed.
Greetings, young one.
I remember this place. Peaceful at a glance, but it carries a terribly dark history.
Fair skies and strong winds to you.
It is certainly bizarre to see Sindragosa, real and all but the flesh. Look, I appreciate that you have both come all this way for me. The Isles sounds delightful, but I have dedicated many years to cleaning up Winter Spring. I am not about to leave a job unfinished. Magic is abound and unfortunately not all good. If you would like to help, the Hidden Grove is next on my list. Therein lie ruins of totems that still emanate with some sort of magic. Will you collect pieces of them?
It seems you already know who I am, though we have never met.
Since my awakening, I've spent much time learning the current state of affairs in regards to my flight. Many paths led to Winter Spring. Change has befallen this area several times over. Yet you remain its constant.
This was once a home for many blue dragons, including myself. I would like to believe it still can be, after my work is finished here.
I will admit, I barely quested here in Winter Spring. I think I may have actually skipped Winter Spring altogether and never came back. I'm referring to when I was first experiencing what it was like to play in WoW, like years ago. Like, I remember when I was questing through Kalimdor, mainly Kalimdor. Like, I did, zones like, I do remember doing the Northern Barrens, the Stone Talon Mountains, Ashen Vale, just kind of mainly this area here. Because this was back when certain zones were for certain levels. It didn't have the, like everywhere levels with you, unless there is like a minimum. Like some of them still require a level, like Old Doom, if you are doing the BFA content compared to the actual Kata content. But I just never ended up making my way up here to Winter Spring. So I will admit that there are things about, like, the quest lines and such in Winter Spring that I am less familiar with. I intended on doing it at some point when I was going to do my Lore Master, but I just haven't had the time to do it.
Within every beast lies a monster.
It's too far away.
Within every beast lies a monster.
You guys are going to say that every time, aren't you?
Within every beast lies a monster.
I need to get closer.
Let me guess, within every beast lies a monster? Oh no, this time he actually did say something different. Defiler.
Defiler.
Oh shucks, no Azure Whelpling for me. Look, I can't tell you how happy I was when this mount finally dropped for me, knowing that I did not have to do the Headless Horseman farm anymore. What's also a shame is that you can't trade it. So, if you happen to get it, but you already have the mount, and believe it or not, I was encountering people that this was the case. I was still farming it for myself, and I saw it drop for other people in the groups I was in, and at least one or two were like, "Oh man, I already have the mount." I'm like, and I was thinking, then why are you here? Why are you taking up a spot for somebody else who doesn't have it yet? Anyways. It was just irritating to me that they couldn't trade it because they wanted to and they couldn't. Fix that, Blizzard.
Be careful out there.
Oh, thank you. Now to take a closer look at these.
Safe travels, my dear.
Today is day 41 without finding a harmful artifact. I'm further delighted to report that while you were away, a handful more proved harmless. Perhaps my hunt in Winter Spring is almost concluded. Come to think of it, you have some magical ability, don't you? Or enough bravery to help me test some more artifacts. Don't be nervous, none of them will permanently hurt you. Artifacts with that kind of dangerous power were taken care of in my first year here.
Thank you.
May I assist you, Halle?
Oh, no, thank you. I have a specific way of doing things. You don't need to trouble yourself. I suspect we would need the right boot to complete the set. Oh well. A rather unoriginal and amateur curse. Do not worry, you'll defrost shortly. Those souls are beyond my help now, but at least they are free.
Was that the thing from, No, it can't be. The one from, Sholomance.
Greetings. Did you need something?
It seems 3 out of 3 were of little magical impact. This is truly great news.
Be careful out there.
While you were working, I was inspecting the totemic ruins that you retrieved. There has always been something odd about the Hidden Grove. It used to be occupied by a robust population of harmless white hares. Now there are only maddened owlkin and strange totems. I put the pieces together. It is no masterpiece, but hopefully we can glean a stronger magical effect from the whole. Maybe we'll even make us sprout some feathers and fur. You would think as a blue dragon that I would enjoy the cold, but no.
Thank you for your Let us test it over there where there is more space. Why not? I am feeling quite optimistic after today's results so far.
Halle, I suggest taking greater care with this particular...
Not to fret, Syndragosa. It seems that there remains mostly harmless curses and hexes, weakened from time. I may join you in the Isles sooner than I thought.
Indeed. Then I shall observe.
What is it? Be careful out there.
Ah!
What? Oh, what did I expect? Enough! Greetings. Did you need something? Why, oh, why? Can one of these cursed artifacts simply not be cursed for once in my life?
Halle, wait. You are a fascinating one.
Oh dear. I have an idea. Speak to me when you're ready.
Farewell, then.
So, what's the plan? There is one place of great warmth in Winter Spring. Follow the path west and you will find some delightful streaming hot springs. Meet us there.
Thank you for all you have done.
It is never-ending. Irresponsible magic remains abundant in every nook and cranny, and I have only been in Winter Spring.
You are doing an aspect's breadth of work all on your own. I admire your tenacity.
I do not know why I keep getting my hopes up. This place will never be fully cleansed.
You said... How many days has it been since the last bad artifact? 40?
41! I will not rest until it has been 100. I am not even halfway there.
My dear child, breathe. Let us walk away from this for a moment. I know the perfect place.
lovely hot springs.
Why are we here? I need to get back to work.
You mean to say in all your years here, you have never been to the hot springs? My research indicated they were very well known.
Lounging about in hot water? That is a luxury I cannot afford.
Not a luxury, a necessity. Champion, go on. Step into the water. Show Halle just how nice it is.
Okay.
Fine. Just for a moment, then.
This is nice.
I love that she went to dragon form and just got her whole dragon body in there. Like, oh my gosh, that feels so good. Also, I had the relaxed buff. Healing for 2% every 3 seconds for 20 minutes. That's nice. That's great. Oh, will you stop? I love that each of these things gives me a chance to get the Witch-Asher Pulpling.
It seems the mortal races have flourished.
You know, sometimes we just need a taste of the simple things again.
I appreciate your aid.
I mean, this is exactly why, like, I tell people, don't become a workaholic. Sometimes you have to take time to relax and just recover and, like, you know, feel better about yourself. It seems I had a good idea. Now let us hope that we can broach the subject of the Isles again. I'm glad to see Halle relaxed. She deserves it.
So much yet to be done. Halle, Winter Spring is better because of you. Now, your skills are wanted elsewhere. Return to the Azure Archives with us, for at least a small amount of time. I promise, there are several matters of importance to interest you.
I admit, I have been in isolation for some time. Your offer is tempting. Change would be nice. Your visit has reminded me that there is an entire world out there.
Your mission here is quite respectable. I understand the need to make your home a home once more.
Thank you. I will return with you, but know that I will need to decide whether to stay or not, and for how long. But first, a few more minutes in this water. It is quite nice.
I'm sure it is. Alright.
What flight do you hail from?
We shall have to find Halia hot springs here too.
We will meet again. I'm sorry.
There she is. Alright, we've only one more blue dragon to locate now.
Keep safe.
Crystal Song. The blue dragon Lanagosa lent her aid to mortals during the most recent war against the Burning Legion. However, she failed to respond to the call of the Isles. Has something befallen her, or has she simply chosen not to return? Whatever her reasons, Azure Ghost's globe seems to suggest that she was last seen in Crystal Song Forest.
I'm glad you've come.
Lanagosa has always been cordial with me. I hope she is alright.
Come back soon.
I have some idea of what Lanagosa might be doing in Crystal Song Forest, although I cannot imagine why she has taken it upon herself to do it. That forest conceals within it the ruins of Shandaral, a former highborn settlement, and the site of one of the mortal race's first clashes with the blue dragonflight. If Lanigosa is truly in Crystal Song, then it may well have something to do with Shandaral. Seek her out there, and try to convince her to return to us.
All will be well. Crystal Song's arcane corruption makes it difficult to ground a portal, but I should be able to get you close. Best of luck, my friend. Give Lanagosa my regards, and tell her she is dearly missed here.
I'll try my best. Huh. Zuldrak. Oh hey, Thrym. The Hope Ender. You have pets too? We fight! Actually, let me just go ahead and end the Hope Ender. Just because I can.
I'm out of range.
I would imagine that back when Wrath was current, that he was one of those encounters that you were just like, oh my gosh!
Log entry 386. The echoes seem docile today. My search for the remaining relic shards continues. With luck, my work will soon reach its end, so long as... Hold on a moment! You are actually alive, are you not? Well, that is certainly a refreshing change. Blue is best.
Forgive me, Demon Hunter. I mistook you for a tormented arcane apparition. Do not give me that look. You would be surprised at how easy a mistake that is to make out here.
All right, then.
No doubt Caligos has sent you. I heard the call to the Isles, as we all did, but I cannot leave this place now. Not while the tormented memories of Shandaral are still condemned to walk this crystal waste. If you really wish for me to return, though, then perhaps you can be of some assistance.
See you around.
In attempting to defend their home against the fury of the Blue Dragonflight, Shandaral's mages condemned the souls of their people to an eternity of crystalline torment. Now their echoes wander aimlessly, reliving their civilization's doom again, and again for more than 10,000 years. I have found that some of the shades yet retain a shred of sentience. Perhaps they can be reasoned with, convinced to free themselves from the mire of their own ancient fear and pass on at last.
I should get back to it.
Shandaral's reckless use of the crystal focus placed too much stress on the relic, causing it to shatter. Its fragments have been scattered amidst the crystalline permafrost. I can recreate the focus, but I will need you to collect enough of those shards to give me something to go on. You should be able to find them amidst the piles of crystal refuse scattered throughout the area. Take heed, Demon Hunter. Those shards may still hold fragments of the mage's memories from that fateful day.
See you around.
I can't attack that target.
Halt! Who goes there? State your business. I came here to help? A friend? A likely story. The danger is past. This is not the home you remember. I think it's time for me to go. You know, I remember a time where that pile would have disappeared because that player looted it before I did. We just get the last of the fragments, and then we'll focus on the other apparitions. On the echoes, I mean. Wretched pawn of dragons, you will die by my hand! I meant no offense. You will not stand in the way of our legacy! What have you accomplished here? What do you mean? We defended Shandaral. Look around. It fell by your people's hands. All my rage. I am so tired.
I can't attack that.
Alright.
Log entry 300. Log entry 387. Caligos has sent a mortal to retrieve me. Truth be told, I had assumed they had forgotten about me. It is. I think I have run out of ideas.
Oh my gosh.
If reforging the crystal focus does not work, then I do not know what. Log entry 3.
Oh my gosh, it's because the other players are interfering!
7. Caligos has log entry 380.
The dialogue keeps repeating because the other players are
Caligos
here.
has sent a mortal to retrieve me. Truth be told, I think I have run out of ideas. If reforging the crystal focus does not work, then I think I have run out of ideas.
Gosh.
If reforging the crystal focus does not work, then I do not know what will. Oh, welcome back. Did you find anything?
The end of the other one she said was, "It is nice to be remembered."
What brings you out here?
This prison is not easy to escape. Still, with luck, our work here will let the spirits that yet linger find some modicum of peace.
All right, then. I should get
Caligos
back
believed
to
that we
it.
alone were capable of stewarding the myriad truths of the arcane. His and our failure to consider the potential mortals led to the tragedy that you see here.
All right, then.
The time is upon us. With your help, most of the restless echoes of Shandaral have been quelled. However, some yet remain whose rage and sorrow burns too brightly to be eased by mere words. Using the shards that you recovered, I have managed to recreate a facsimile of the crystal focus that brought Shandaral to ruin. Using it here should bring the anchored spirits to bear and give us an opportunity to grant them final rest. Be on guard. I do not know how their long-held sorrows will manifest.
I should get back to it. After all these years, these pieces you've brought me should finally be enough. I have enchanted this new crystal focus with a beacon spell. Use it near a wellspring of arcane energy, and the remaining restless spirits will flock to it. The great crystal tree nearby should do nicely. Shatter the crystal once the spirits have gathered within it, and the enchantment that binds them to these ruins should at last be broken.
That kind of sounds like Jennifer Hale.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
I should have waited. Hold on. just to make sure, I didn't want to skip progress in that. So I'm going to pick it up again and start fresh. This is why at times it's a good idea to wait until there are no other players around to actually do this, because they can cause issues.
Finally be enough.
At last, the magic that was binding these tormented memories to this ruin has been broken. It will be some time before the lesser echoes fully dissipate. Still, with their source finally banished and the relic's fragments removed, the fragments of memory that remain trapped here will finally be relieved of this torment. It's been so many years since Shandaral has known true silence. With luck, our actions today will allow the echoes of this cursed place to fade. You were due back in the Isles, no doubt, and I think it's high time that I fly there as well. I'll see you there, Lanigosa. She is. The aftermath of the conflict in Shandaral has hung over our flight like a pall for so many years. To think that Lanigosa has been toiling all this time to lay those spirits to rest. Thank you for lending her your aid. You have once again shown yourself a true ally to my people. Hey, look! It's Professor Intenosa. Thanks to you, all of the blue dragons are accounted for. We can get back to caring for Azeroth's magic and making sure that its power isn't abused. I believe his speech is in order. I would be honored if you would stay for it. We can head to the Nexus afterwards to see what Azurgos has discovered about Sindragosa and Malygos' arcane memories.
It is good to see all of you here. I once believed that our flight was better off in pieces. Each dragon pursuing their own interests. I was wrong. The blue dragons work best when we are a family. When we are united. Together, we...
Kalecgos, I need aid at the Veiled Ossuary. The memories of Sindragosa and Malygos are destroying this place.
I see. Friends, I'm sorry to ask you this so suddenly, but it seems we have need of your aid already. There's magic.
It appears this was a short reunion.
Together, we can achieve...
I was hoping that we would find a way to dispel these strange arcane memories from what remains of Malygos and Sindragosa. It appears that they have grown more out of control than I expected. Please, accompany some of the gathered blue dragons to the Veiled Ossuary and help at Azurgos. Sindragosa and I will remain here and investigate what to do about the situation.
I'll get you a portal to Azurgos' location in the Veiled Ossuary. Do what you can to aid him and uncover the source of this disturbance. I will stay here to monitor the situation with the others and speak to Senegos on a matter concerning his brood.
It should only be a moment of your time, Kalecgos. Stellagosa, Emagosa, You will want to be here as well.
Of course, Grandfather. Whatever you need.
Good. You are all here. I need as many of you as possible to drain the arcana coming out of this tomb.
I'm not gonna lie, seeing all of them working together like this is pretty awesome.
Well, if it isn't you.
I suppose this is that teamwork that Kalecgos has been talking about. Perhaps this is useful after all.
My, look at the time. Do take care out there.
Malygos and Sindragos' essences have created this massive arcane disruption. Their memories are running around the Veiled Ossuary trying to drain the arcana out of the graves. Our combined efforts are merely keeping the energies at bay. We need the memories in this nearby area disrupted. Once they are dispelled, we should be able to remove this barrier to reach the essences inside.
Going so soon.
3 incredibly powerful memories have formed throughout the Veiled Ossuary. Soon their energy will be so vast that they will be able to create their own arcane constructs, thus overwhelming this place. Take them down, so we may weaken this barrier and reach Malygos and Sindragos' essences.
My, look at the time.
Over here. Come on.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. I need a target.
These memories again.
I'm out of range.
Hello, Neltharion. You long suspected my motivations. You were too weak to stand against me. With the dragon soul, I shall make an example of you foolish blue dragons.
I don't have a target.
There it is, memory of a traitor sister. I did what I had to, brother. You gave me no alternative. And so ends the Nexus War. Memory of a master. Time to fight the Lich King again. I sense your anger, your thirst for vengeance. Rise, Sindragosa, and obey me.
I need to target something
You
first.
are bound to my will. Look, I had to try and redo my Lich King voice one more time.
I'm overjoyed to see you. Do take care.
Chaos
out
there
there.
is weakening. Tell me, what memories did you see?
My, look at
The barrier is
time.
weakening thanks to your aid. In a moment it will be broken down. Our main priority is recovering Malygos and Sindragosa's essences. Something has gone very wrong with laying them to rest. There are a few theories that I have regarding this current state. We can speak about it as we enter. Let me know when you are ready.
Going so soon. Sindragosa and Malygos should be at rest, yet their anger is growing larger by the moment.
Maybe they want things settled. Didn't they both die very violently?
Like the spirits of Crystal Song Forest, Sindragosa and Malygos are stranded in their final moments of death.
And now, they are reliving those final moments of their lives in an endless loop.
Perhaps all of this chaos was their only way of getting our attention. Wildly lashing out, hoping someone would hear them.
Well, we certainly hear them, and we are going to help. Champion, recover their essences. We are taking them back to the Azure Archives.
Hello there.
Ah, greetings and whatnot.
It seems the Blue Dragon still cannot leave behind our legacy.
Going so soon.
To think a merciful gesture could turn like this. I suppose we all underestimated the rage still within Sindragosa and Malygos.
My, look at the time.
I can hear the pained cries of rage and agony from these essences. I suspect that this was triggered after attempting to put them to rest. They were dormant for a time, but the combined rage of both Malygos and Sindragosa merged together to create this phenomenon. Quickly, we must make for the Azure Archives and inform Malygos and Sindragosa of this. Together, we may be able to finally give them the peace that they deserve.
Going quickly, everyone. Perhaps Malygos and Sindragosa know what must be done next.
It's too far away.
Thank you, Azuragos and everyone. I believe we may have an answer to this.
Indeed. How strange to see what remains of my essence in life. I can hear her cries, calling out to me. A pleasure.
How can I help?
I'm glad you recovered the essences of Sindragosa and Malygos. I never imagined trying to place their spirits to rest would lead to this.
I have a plan of how to address this matter, though it is a rather dangerous one.
Is that so?
I have many wares. Many farewell.
Well met, my young friend.
Malygos and myself both suffered horribly violent ends. The remains of our essences have been trapped in an endless loop. They must be reformed and broken out of that loop. To do so will require a tremendous amount of concentrated power. We will have to utilize every amount of arcane energy within the Azure Archives, along with all of the assembled blue dragons. It is the only chance that we have to reform these spirits and to put an end to their suffering. Be a customization for the Highland Drake. Spiked
I
legs.
appreciate your aid.
Okay.
I stand with you.
Give the word and I will channel the energy that we have gathered to release Sindragosa and Malygos. We'll be in for a fight. I'll hold off one of them while you handle the other.
Blue dragons, focus your energies now with mine. We must break Sindragosa and Malygos free of this curse. What? Where am I?
Malygos! You abandoned me! You and your mortal kind! You'll all pay for this!
The mortals are the ones who shall pay for daring to usurp the power of the Blue Dragons! I'll handle Malygos. You take Sindragosa.
You have the full might of the Azure Archives behind you, champion! This beast is what became of me? Twisted by darkness and anger?
Yep.
It hurts!
Behold.
Please, make it stop.
Behold the dark power of the Lich King.
Back? I cannot contain it. Please, free me from this eternal torment. I should have stopped Meltharion when I first suspected his motives. I am so sorry it has come to this. I should have stopped him.
The fight is over, Malygos. Come to your senses and be free. Never. I cannot give up.
Interesting that we only fought Sindragosa, but I guess that was to help give Sindragosa that time to kind of deal with herself, so...
This world is full of wonder.
It's time that we properly send them to the beyond.
Fly true.
Malygos? Is it truly you?
My treasure. What happened?
I believe I hold the answer to that. Oh, I see. My dear, dear Malygos. Aspect of the Blue Dragonflight.
I remember you. I am so sorry, Malygos. My burden should not be yours to bear.
You did not leave a burden. You left a brilliant legacy. One I and our flight will carry onward.
It seems they are in good hands. Together. Always. You have come so far, my child. My work is done. For now. Thank you, Caligos. Lead them well.
Thank you, my lady, for everything.
Well, that was pretty cool. And yet, I feel like it's not quite finished. Something is about to happen here. We may have helped both Sindragosa and Malagos, which, if that really was them, and we kind of helped put them to rest after everything that happened back in Wrath, well, I'm happy for them. And, well, let's just say I have even more hope about Caligos being a great aspect. Especially now that he's basically gotten the torch essentially passed on to him from Malagos himself. But now I wonder what's going on here with Senegos.
Come closer, little one.
I have been waiting for this moment for quite a long time. The blue dragons are together again. Sindragosa and Malagos' legacies have been put to rest, and my children's children can once again experience the beauty of the Dragon Isles. It's time for me to rest. There are many dragons waiting for me, and many who I have sorely missed every day of this long life of mine. Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming.
Rise again.
I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen.
I'm glad you've come.
Malagos and Sindragosa's spirits can finally rest. Thank you once more for all of your aid. There is one last thing that must be done.
Good luck. The blue dragonflight is but a shadow of its former glory.
It brightens my heart to see everyone reunited, and Malagos and Sindragosa at peace at long last. It is time that I give you all one last gift. Something that the blue dragons have not seen in quite some time. The peaceful passing of one of their own. It is my time, Dreadmeeks. I should have flown beyond some time ago, but I could not leave with my kin still in disarray. Would you do an old dragon the honor of seeing me off on one last adventure? Of course, old friend.
May the wisdom of the Titans.
You don't have to go, though, Senegos. We could figure out a way to save you. Oh, I'm sure that you could find some ancient artifact that would grant me another 1,000 years or reverse my age. I know, because I've found several. How do you think I have lasted this long? But I made a promise to my daughter, Stelagos' mother, when she was killed. I promised her that I would look after Stelagosa and the others until our flight was renewed. There are many things that I have done to artificially extend my life. I should have passed some time ago, but I could not leave my brood alone. There is nothing that I need to be saved from, Dreadneeks. It has been my time for a while. I finally get to rest and accept it. Goodbye, Senegos.
Do must to save the world.
Grandfather?
No tears, my dear. A life as full as mine should be celebrated, not mourned. It is up to you to lead the Azure Wing now.
You cannot go. I am not ready.
We rarely are, my dear Starlight. Carry my lessons close to your heart, and I will never be far from you.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually got me... got me teared up a bit. Farewell, Senegos.
It's good to see you again.
Senegos. What a tremendous gift he's given to us all. I don't know if I could have united the Blue Dragons without you. And for that I will forever be grateful. It's time for me to lead everyone forward.
It is hard to believe he's really gone. What do we do now?
We strengthen the bonds of our flight that remain by celebrating those who came before. Senegos, Sendragosa, Malagos. All those we've lost. You are all welcome to stay in the archives for as long as you need. This is our new home.
I suppose it is a bit bigger than the Nexus. The vaults seem to have more knowledge that I haven't recorded yet.
I can help you look after the Nexus if you want to start to come here.
Me too! I bet you old Malagos had a few ideas on how to play the market back in his day.
Let us just make sure someone always accompanies Zeros to the Nexus.
As Euragos, I shall join you in studying the vaults. I have a few things I am curious about.
I suppose company in my studies would be a change of pace.
I will be here whenever any of you have need of me.
Well, that was a wonderful questline. And I got a message from Stelagosa. She gave me a toy. One small last gift. Inherited wisdom of Senegos. Some of the ancient blue dragon's wisdom passed down to you in a form that he surely found amusing. Hold a yes or no question in your heart and call upon it. Oh, I forgot to read this. Hello, Dreadneeks. I've been thinking about your last visit, and I thought you might know where Kalagos is, given your friendship with him. He's difficult to locate nowadays. You, on the other hand, why, any messenger knows of your name by now. Next time we meet, I'd like to hear more about your worldly adventures. Whenever you feel the time is right, could you please give this letter to Caligos? I hope to see you both again, Kirigosa. My friend, I want to thank you for helping ensure that Grandfather's final days were full of adventure. It meant as much to me as it did to him. Grandfather left behind some trinkets, including one for you. He was very pleased and impressed that you would go so far out of your way to help our flight find itself again. This was his way of saying thank you. I only wish that he could have delivered it to you himself. It is certainly his sense of humor. Grandfather loved to bring joy to others and loved to laugh. Hopefully this helps you do the same.
It would be unwise. Amusing, but unwise.
The Azure Renewal Finery. So it looks like it's a shoulders, a cloak, and a tabard. So I guess we're getting these for like each Dragonflight. Because we got one for the black Dragonflight in the cavern, now we have one for the blue Dragonflight. Well, that was a wonderful quest line. It's lengthy, but boy, there was some really good stuff in there, and lots of voice acting, and a couple of great cutscenes, and well, kind of a emotional ending. So, talk about leaving behind a legacy, right? For plenty involved in this. So, yeah, let's just say that reminded me why. So far, I have thoroughly loved and enjoyed this expansion because of stuff like that. Storylines and quest lines like that, with that amount of story and those kinds of cutscenes, that's the stuff that I absolutely love in games like this, and especially in a game like World of Warcraft. That stuff like that, that's why I love games like this, and this game in particular for it, when there is plenty of that in there. So, anyways, that was the questline involving the blue Dragonflight. When we return, we need to head back to Tierhold, because apparently something is going on over here. Silver medal. We'll check in on that when we return. Stay tuned.